there should be no racial classifications in the Constitution. I am saying that race and ethnicity should have no place there, and anyone who so argues is not a racist. I know a lot of Aboriginal people. I've coached Aboriginal people. I've financially supported Aboriginal people. But that doesn't mean that I or others should want racial categories added to the Constitution. We're now entering this territory again, where anyone who might oppose the so-called voice will be intimidated and branded a racist, that we lack empathy and understanding. It is not racist to insist that there be no racial distinction in civic status. To be fair to Malcolm Turnbull in his memoir, he wrote that he wasn't, quote, comfortable with the Constitution establishing a National Assembly open only to the members of one race, unquote. The first Liberal principle should be, in keeping with basic Liberal values, that any race-based body must be below the Parliament in standing and power. That means the Parliament should be able to abolish it. But if these Albanese words that we haven't been told of are inserted into the Constitution, they can't be changed by the Parliament. And the Albanese argument that Aboriginal people to date haven't been consulted does no justice to Anthony Albanese's necessary commitment to the truth. We have 30 Aboriginal land councils. 4 control about half of the Northern Territory. There is a Council of Peaks, which represents 70 top Aboriginal organisations, and it claims, as Andrew Bolt has pointed out, quote, to be formal partners with Australian governments, unquote. And this business about Aboriginal people not having a voice, our last 2 ministers for Indigenous Affairs were Aboriginal. And as Jacinta Price has said over and over again, she's tired of symbolism. This would do nothing to fix Aboriginal disadvantage. And if the Prime Minister believes otherwise, he's living in a dream world. He was in the Northern Territory to make this announcement. Why didn't he investigate the proven claims of violence and brutality towards women that Jacinta Price has documented, which documentation has been ignored? A voice in the Parliament. There are already, following May 21, 11 federal MPs identifying as Aboriginal. But in this referendum, we'll be asked simply, without any detail, and this is it, quote, do you support an alteration to the Constitution that establishes an Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander voice, unquote. But the powers and the functions won't be decided until after you vote. Well, Prime Minister, I'm sorry. Let me repeat what I said when a referendum was proposed to change Australia from a constitutional monarchy to a republic, and they couldn't tell us how it would work. And I said, if you don't know, vote no. I'll be saying that here as often as is necessary. If you don't know the details and the referendum is put to you, vote no.